Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We waited just a couple minutes just to give people some time to pop on. It is just going to be me tonight. Stephanie had something come up, nothing bad. It was just kind of interfered with her schedule. So she's not going to be able to join us tonight. So it's just going to be me. And I'm going to be sharing about the current incentive, what you need to do to earn that, and then also the Active in April campaign that is going on, and a little bit about that so that you'll be a little bit more familiar with it, and so that you can also tell your teams about it.
But it was still.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, just make sure everybody's muted so we don't have any background noise. There we go. Thank you. And so I'll try to be short and sweet. That way I don't keep you guys too long. If you have any questions, feel free to use the chat, and I'll come back at the end and answer any questions. So we will just jump right in. I'm going to start with the incentive, and then I'm going to follow up with the Active in April because they kind of run together. So we just started an incentive. Those of you guys who are new with Scentsy, Scentsy usually has a spring incentive and we have a fall incentive. Most of the time, the fall incentive is kind of like the larger incentive, usually requires more points. It's usually like a larger trip. Last year, it was going to be, let's see, I'm having a brain fart. It was the cruise we were supposed to have, and then it's been to Florida. People's been to Africa. I mean, it's usually the larger trips usually in the fall. That's usually the larger incentive. And sometimes the spring incentives. When I first joined, the spring incentive was to Cancun. So that was pretty awesome. But the last couple of years, it hasn't been a trip. It has been product and gift cards and luggage and things like that. And so that's kind of what they are continuing. So the spring is a little bit more of the smaller, but it's also going to prepare you for the fall incentive. So if you are new to Scentsy, you will start kind of noticing that the incentives are kind of built around sponsoring. Now, as a consultant, you can absolutely make money as a Scentsy consultant without having a team. Just being a team, just being yourself, just one person on your team, being you can make money. But if you want to earn incentives, or if you want to start, making bigger paychecks, get to where you're getting into that life-changing income, then you're going to want to start building a team, because that is where you start making more money. And that is what our incentives are based on. Scentsy wants to try to teach you the practices of growing a team so that you can be consistent in it. That way you can continue to grow all the time. So that is why they want you to grow your team during these incentives. So our current incentive started March the 1st, and it runs through June the 30th. So March 1st through June the 30th, there's 3 different levels, and then there's also a top 50. So I have printed these sheets off, so you'll see me looking at it. This is all on Workstation in your news tab. I printed it straight from there. They even have a tracker you can print off yourself. They also have one that you can do on there that they keep up for you to let you know where you're at. So there's 3 different levels, and I'm just going to jump right in. So level 1, from March 1st through June 30th, you have, and I put the earnings. I didn't even put crap I left. Give me 2 seconds. I think I've got it pulled up still. Of course I did that. I printed the wrong thing. Let me just turn it over and do a screen share. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so somebody give me a thumbs up if you're able to see my screen. Okay, good. So let me go back here, because I printed what you earned, but I didn't actually print off what you need. So for level 1, as you can see, here we go. In between this March 1st through June 30th, you have to sell 1,000 PRV. That's not just in a single month. That is from March 1st to June 30th. A lot of you guys have probably already done that. But sell 1,000 PRV within the qualification period, and sponsor 1 new consultant during the qualification period who reaches certified consultant. So guys, it's extremely important to realize when we get people on our team, that's amazing. Congratulations. Anytime you get somebody on your team, it's a big deal. However, if they do nothing, it does nothing for you. You want them to be successful. You want to help them grow. You want to help them be successful. So when somebody joins, you're going to help them with their launch party. You're going to help them get to shooting star. and you want them to get to certified. Certified is 1,000 PRV. If they hit certified, then that's going to get you the first level of the incentive. So if somebody joined your team today, they have until June the 30th to reach 1,000 PRV and become certified. So again, for level 1, you personally have to sell 1,000 PRV, and you have to sponsor a new consultant that reaches certified within the time frame before June 30th. Now, keep in mind, people can join your team. Say somebody was a past consultant, maybe they was a consultant 10 years ago. They're not considered new. If somebody joined your team, that's awesome. You still want them on there. Just know that they will not count towards the incentive period. It has to be a new consultant. So if you hit level 1, you are going to get the fall and winter new season sales kit for the scent category. So what that means is every fall, for our new fall catalog, we'll have new fragrances. We usually have about 10 new releases, and Scentsy will give you all 10 of those bars. You're going to get those 10 bars for free. And you're also going to get an exclusive warmer specifically designed for those who earn the incentive. And you're going to get 500 points towards the next incentive. So Scentsy will roll over and give you 500 points automatically for the fall incentive, which is pretty awesome. Now, we have level 2, which you see right here. You have to sell 2,500 in PRV yourself, and you have to sponsor 2 people. So that would mean you get 2 people that join after March 1st. They have to join after March 1st, and they have to hit certified, which is 1,000 PRV before June 30th. So not only do you have to have the PRV, but you have to have 2 new consultants that also reach certified. If you do that, you're going to get the new season sales kit for home and scent. Now this is pretty cool. This is, they have the printed out version here. Not only are you going to get the new wax bars, meaning the new scents, but they're also going to give you the new sales kit for warmers. And that's awesome to have on hand to advertise. So you'll get a ton of new warmers. And you'll also get that exclusive warmer that's only for earners. And you're going to get 1,500 points towards the fall incentive. So you've earned this incentive, and they're going to give you 1,500 points to kind of jumpstart you for the fall incentive. If you don't want any of that, you can choose to get $300 in product credit for Scentsy that you can use however you want. So you can either get the wax bars, the warmers, the exclusive warmer, and the 1,500 points, or you can choose $300 in Scentsy product that you can choose yourself at level 2. Now we get into level 3. Level 3 is exciting, which is what we all should be shooting for. Again, it's just now March, guys. So much can happen before June 30th. So level 3, sell 3,500 in PRV. That's you yourself from March the 1st through June 30th, need 3,500 PRV minimum. And you sponsor 3 new consultants. As you can see, as you start doing it, you kind of become a little, it's easier every time you get it. It's easier every time you ask somebody. It's easier every time you flip a party. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. So this one, they want you to have 3 people. So 3 new consultants. So they have to join after March 1st, and they have to reach certified before June 30th. If you do that, you're going to get the sales kit for the home and scent, which is the warmers, the new warmers for the new catalog, the new wax bars. You're going to get that exclusive warmer. And then you're going to get 3,000 points towards that incentive. So come fall for that incentive, you're already going to have 3,000 points. And here's where it gets exciting. I love this. This is new. So we had the luggage last year for the last Grow with the Flow. Or I don't even know if it's called Grow with the Flow. That was it might have been the other one. Was it? Yeah, it was. But we had the luggage then too. You could either pick the 2-piece luggage, or you can pick these super cool Converse sneakers, and there's different designs on them. So you're not only going to get the wax bars, you're going to get the warmer, you're going to get the exclusive warmer, 3,000 points towards the next incentive. Plus, they're also going to give you $300 in Scentsy products. Guys, you also get paid commission off that. So that's going to be 300 PRV if you wanted to use, and it's going to be free. You pick what you want. And then you can pick the luggage or the sneakers, whichever you want. That's all for level 3. All you have to do from March 1st through June 30th is have 3,500 PRV, get 3 new people on your team, and help them get to certified. You are helping them kick their business off with like a jump start and being successful right out of the gate. That's all you're doing. And it's just teaching you practices that you should be doing all throughout the year. They're just kind of giving you a time frame on it. If you don't want all of that stuff for level 3, then Cincy will give you $1,000 shopping spree in Cincy product credit that you can use however you choose. Now, they have top 50 earners, guys. Let me just say, I was tickled. This is like company wide. They do like top 50 earners. I got top 50 last year. And I could have either, chose the level 3, or I could have chose leadership. So that's for directors and above that you can go to leadership. It was in Cabo. I was going to take 2 people to Cabo in January, this past January. Of course, it got canceled for COVID, but hopefully next year we will be on track. So if you are in the top 50, you're going to get a free trip for you and some other person to wherever Cincy leadership will be in 2022 in January. So that's awesome. So you always want to strive for that level 3, and then obviously the top 50. That would be amazing. Now, if you have any other questions, you will see, again, I'm on incentives. There's an FAQ section right here. Who's eligible? What's the qualification? How do I earn? It's going to have everything right there. If I earn top 50, do I also receive level 3? What all is covered? It will tell you definitions if you don't understand what everything is. Everything is right there under the incentive tab. So let me stop that share. Again, I thought I had that printed off, but I just had the rewards printed off. So sorry about that. But I just want you guys to know that whether you're a new consultant, if you just joined today, you still have the opportunity. You can earn level 3. You can earn the top 50. It does not matter. You can do it even if you join today. If you have been around for 10 years, or if you are a director, star director, superstar director, you can join it, or you can earn it. Sorry. Like literally anybody has the opportunity to earn this, and nobody is at an advantage. Everybody comes in with the same opportunity to earn this, and every single one of you guys can do it. Do not tell yourself, this goes back to the mindset. Don't tell yourself I can't do this, because if you can't, you won't. If you say I can't get nobody to join my team, then you're not going to get anybody to join your team. If you say I can't sell that much, then you're not going to sell that much. You get what I'm saying? You have to turn that into positive. You have to say I can, I will, I am capable. You're deserving. You work your business. You are deserving of this stuff. And it's something to be proud of when you earn things like this. So I encourage all of you guys to print this out. Keep an eye on the tracker. Cincy will track it for you as well, or you can print out the tracker. But just look at it and really work for it through June 30th, because I know that you guys can do it. So now we're kind of going to link it to the active in April. So active in April, some of you guys was not here last April, but last April was kind of when COVID kind of started shutting everything down, and we had no idea what it was going to do with our business. There was a chance we didn't know if anybody was going to have any money to buy anything. We didn't know if Cincy would stay open as far as like their distribution centers. We had no idea. We was kind of walking into the unknown. So there was some superstar directors that came up with something called Active in April. And their goal last year was to get every consultant active, which is just 200 PRV. And they made up a group and tried to give like daily habits, daily tasks to try to encourage people to get to 200 PRV and to try to get their team to that. Guys, it went over so well. April was a huge month company-wide. And in all reality, 2020 might have been crazy. But as far as Cincy and as far as our business, it was booming. We had tremendous growth, both in sales and both in new consultants and in promotions. Like it was booming. We had no idea what was going to happen, but it came out. COVID kind of was a good thing for Cincy. I know that sounds as crazy as it is, but business wise, it did help everybody grow. But they wanted to keep the momentum going, and they wanted to do active in April this year as well. And they've changed it up a little. And I got some notes right here. I'll listen to the training on it. They have a couple more people involved. If you guys have not seen it, we've shared it in the pages. It's called Active in April. And I will post it in the comments here whenever I post this video. That way you guys make sure you are a part of this group. Make sure you encourage your team to be a part of this group, because they are going to do some cool things all throughout the month of April. They're going to have different segments. Every single day, they are going to have like different, they're going to try to do shorter videos because they want to keep people's attention. They want people to watch this stuff. So they're going to have like PRV pushers. They're going to have different ways to get PRV. Every single day of the month, they're going to spotlight different party styles. Like, that's awesome. I can't think of, 30 party styles myself. So I can't wait to hear, because I know it's going to be new things. One day they might focus on text parties. Another day they might talk about bag parties. They might talk about fundraisers one day. But every single day they are going to share a different type of party. And I'm super pumped to hear about that, because it's going to be new for us. It's going to be different things that I guarantee that we haven't tried every single one of them. We can try and we can pass it down to our downline as well. They're also going to have different marketing strategies. Somebody's going to talk about marketing throughout the group, like every week. They have a segment that's going to call Go Get Them to Join. So they're going to be talking about joining, mixing it up. Social Minute with Jilly Sue. Jilly Sue is a superstar director. She's big into social media, and she is going to talk about social media on there. It's Time to Amy with a consultant named Jamie. How cool is that? It's Time to Amy with Jamie. She's going to talk about the Amy app. You might have heard us talk about the Amy app. I highly encourage you to have the Amy app, but just wait. So they've actually talked with the Amy app people. I don't know what I would call them. But they are actually going to let all consultants who is not already who hasn't already became like signed up with Amy, they're going to let them sign up in April for free to test it out. So if you have not signed up with Amy, or if you have consultants under you who have not signed up with Amy, they will be able to do that in the month of April. Just a quick recap real fast of what that is. It is an app you can get on your phone, and it syncs to your workstation. It syncs to your workstation. That way, sorry, I keep having my screen be silly. But it links to your workstation so that if somebody orders, it's going to let you know when you need to follow up with them. It's going to let you you can log samples there. It will give you like generic text to try to follow up with people, but it gives you to-dos to do every day. It might say, so-and-so hasn't ordered in 2 years, check in with them. Sally just placed an order, check in and give her a thank you. It just kind of gives you reminders of things. And we all have our phone with us. That's the thing. You can do it from everywhere. You don't have to have your pen and paper right in front of you. You can do it from anywhere. So Amy is going to give people the opportunity to get that for free in the month of April. So if you have not tried Amy, I encourage you to sign up in April, get that for free, and encourage your downline to do the same. They're also going to give you, it says, get your ask on, ASK, get your ask on. Some people is just nervous about asking. I asked one of my downline the other day, I was like, have you ever considered growing your team? You're doing really good. And she said, yeah, I have, but nobody's came to me and said they wanted to join. And that's the thing. Most of the time, people's not going to come to you. We have to ask. And that can be the most uncomfortable part for so many of us, because we're terrified of hearing no when no's an okay thing. Like, we're going to hear no, and that's okay, because no might just mean not right now. That doesn't mean no forever. They're not going to take offense to you asking them. We have to learn to ask. So they're going to give you different ask tasks. It might be daily, weekly, however they choose to do that in an active in April group. That way, you know how to ask people questions. So the whole group in general is going to try to help you get more PRV. It's going to try to help you get active, get your team active, and then give you ways to grow your team. Now, when I say this, they also, for some of these parties, they already have everything printed out. They're going to have things saved in files. They're going to share these forms that literally all you have to do is print out. Like, they're going to have it for you ready to go, as easy as can be, like easy peasy. They've done the work. You pretty much just have to print it and give it to your customers and start partying. So it can be huge. It's something that I encourage everybody to take advantage of, not only yourself, but encourage your downline to do the same. So that was all the notes I had on that. But as you can see, if that's going to help you get PRV, if that's going to help you get new teammates, then that's also going to help you earn a level of this incentive. So it all kind of ties in together. So if you are not already a member of the Active in April group, I encourage you to do so. If you are not a member of Amy, if you have not signed up for that, I encourage you to look at that app. I think it's called Sell with Amy, AMI. Let me pull up the chat now because I do get sidetracked. Chucks, yes, everybody's excited about those shoes. So I seen Christy say she was excited. Andy said Cincy luggage is really nice, but she's after the shoes. So listen what happened to me. So you can get luggage after you hit 6 months director consistency, right? Well, I hit mine in July. Well, leadership was already over. So I can't get that luggage until this coming July. So I still don't have that luggage. And then I was like, oh, so I hit top 50, for that last incentive. So I gave up the luggage. I gave up the points. I took Cabo. I was going to go to Cabo for free. Well, then Cabo got canceled. So I got a cash buyout. I still didn't get that luggage either. So here I am, like I'm ready for some luggage myself. I'm excited for luggage. I've seen some of my teammates get their luggage and here I am still with no luggage, but I love the shoes too. They're super cute. But I love that they give us these incentives and things to work for because they don't have to do that. And they do that to push us and they do reward us so well. And guys, if you look at it honestly, that is not hard things to do to reach these different levels. Level 3, 3,500 PRV and 3 new recruits from March to June 30th. Like that's pretty awesome. Did you see the shoes already, Christy? I did. Just as a perk of being an SSD, I guess, and they are pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that there are more than one style option that you can choose from. So I'm excited. A lot of people are excited about those Chuck Taylors. So it's exciting. But do you guys have any other questions? Feel free to utilize the chat. Feel free to unmute yourself. Is the link to the Active in April group in our team week list. I know I posted it. It might say by the smell, I'm almost positive they probably posted it there, but I will, I'll post it after this as well so that everybody knows where to find that link easily. So does anybody else have any questions? You're welcome. Anybody have any questions about the incentive? Anybody about the Active in April? Anybody excited about the Active in April? I love it when people put their heads together and come up with something to make it easier, because let's just be honest, guys. Last year, where it was so crazy busy, a lot of people didn't party. They was able to just get sales, just kind of reaching out to people. They didn't have to party. There's a lot of consultants that don't know how to party because they haven't had to party. And in reality, things was booming and it will kind of start taking a decrease. We're going to have to start partying. We're going to have to start working for orders a little bit harder maybe than what we did in 2020. Not that it's going to be undoable, we're going to be able to do it, but you're going to have to do things other than just ask the same people and expect people to purchase. You're going to have to start partying again. And that is what this group is going to help with. Like literally every day they're going to focus on a new party type. And I'm super pumped for that. I'm pumped for Active in April. I will take any tips and knowledge that I can get. Absolutely. That's how I feel. Give me all the things. I'm willing to try anything. And I'm so appreciative when people share things. And I know that these consultants that are in this have took a lot of time to put this together. It does take a lot of time to do these things. So I'm excited to hear from everybody. But does anybody else have anything to say or any questions? You guys are quiet tonight. I told you I was going to try to be quick to the point. Didn't want to keep you guys long, but still give you guys some information so that you guys kind of knew where we stood, because you'd be surprised at how many people don't even realize we have an incentive going on. And I know that every single one of you guys can earn a level of this incentive. And I would love to see every single one of you guys earn a level of this incentive. Speaking of, I will note this real fast. If you guys didn't see in the news tab, Sfr registration starts in April. I hope you guys join in for the Sfr, whether you decide to go to Tennessee with us as a group. We would love to have you. We are going to, we have a large house there. We have room for plenty of other people. We're also getting together with over 100 other consultants down there at a convention center opening night of Sfr. We're going to do some exciting things down there and still kind of be as close to in-person Sfr as what Cincy would do. So I'm excited to be around so many other consultants And then I'm excited just to be around you guys as well, because so many of you guys I have never met. But if you cannot do that, then you can still sign up to do the virtual SFR. There's going to be 2 different price points. So just be sure to check that out. It will come in April. I highly encourage everybody to sign up for it, especially I think the cheapest one's like $11. There's no reason somebody can't pay $11 to invest in their business when it's going to be full of trainings, full of breakouts. We're going to be able to see, things from the new catalog, like the harvest collection and the holiday collection. It's crazy to think that far out because it's March right now. They'll tell us where the new incentive will be in the fall. It's going to be huge. So I encourage everybody, whether you're going to attend our in-person or whether you're just going to do the virtual, to try to get as many people on your team to do at least the $11 one. And if you can't come with us, then maybe you can even do something online with your team. I've seen people do Zoom parties and things like that too. So just try to make it fun for your team. And then hopefully next year we will be in person and all this virtual will be behind us. But you guys have been so quiet. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself. I've only heard myself for about 30 minutes now. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Everybody good? Good. Okay. Well, if you guys are good, then I will end this and give me time. I'll get it posted, and I will go ahead right now and I will go into both the Saved by the Smell and the Team Wickless Worldwide group, and I will share that Active in April group just so you guys can make sure you are a part of it. And I encourage you to go ahead in the comments of that and tag all of your downline and encourage them to join that group as well. And then maybe kind of go in and let them know exactly what it's going to be and have their notifications set. That way they don't miss any of the posts. So did you have a question, Angie?
No.
Okay. I seen you unmute yourself. I was just making sure. I thought somebody wanted to talk besides me.
No, I was just going to say thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. And I hope you guys have a good night and have a great weekend.
You
Bye.
too.